Hi everyone, so we're on page 149 now and we are looking at approximate area of circles, okay? So here we have circles and they are actually drawn onto squared paper, okay? So we would do this in school, we'd have square paper. Just for the sake of argument, we're going to say your maths copies are squared paper, okay? So we're going to calculate the approximate area of each circle. Each square on the grid represents 1 centimetre squared, or 1 centimetre square, okay? So the rule when you're doing the area of a circle, or approximate area of a circle, is you count all full squares as 1 centimetre squared, then you count all half squares or more than half squares as 1 centimetre squared, and then you do not count any squares less than a half, okay? So I'm just going to use my pencil here to tick this with you to show you kind of how you do this, okay? So here we go. Let's look at this one here. So if we look at question A here, we're going to count all the ones that are more than half or full, more than half or full as a squared, 1 centimetre squared. So they're all counted. 1, 2, they're all counted, they're all counted, and they're all counted. All right. So if you can see, even this one here, it is more than half within the circle. These ones, however, are not. We put an X on these. These don't count. We're not counting them. They're less than half of a square, so we do not count them. Okay? Right. So let's just see, once we've all that done, right, we're going to count all the ticks we have. So let's look. We have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the area, our approximate area of that circle is 16 centimeters squared. Sorry about the bad writing, guys. I'm trying to hold on to my camera at the same time. Okay, so same here. Look, this is nice and easy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 full ones there, or nearly full ones. These are less than half, so they do not count. So that's 4 centimeters squared. I'll let you do these ones yourself, guys, okay? Now, when you're ready, press play again and we can look at this one. We can find the approximate area of a circle by drawing the square around as it is shown. So I just said that to you there, how to find it. You just count. The area of a circle is approximately 3/4 of its own square. So let's say if we drew a square around any of these circles like this, and it was 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters, would be 16 centimeters squared. So the area of the square is 16 centimeters. The approximate area of the circle is 12 centimeters squared. So we can see that the approximate area of a circle is 3/4 of its own square. So in other words, if you do a square, around a circle, found its area, and then find 3/4 of that number, that'll give you the area of that circle, okay? So here, calculate the area of each square using this information to calculate the approximate area of the circle inside of it. So the area of each square, so here we have 8 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and it's a square by 8 centimeters, so 8 eighths are 64. So 64 is 64 centimeters squared is our area of that square. So we know that 3/4 of 64, so divide by 4 and multiply by 3 will give us the approximate area of the square. Okay, so if we know that that's, okay, so that's that one. So 64, so 64 divided by 4, 4 into 64, 4 into 6 goes once, and then 4, okay, I'm going to do this out just so that you can see what I'm doing rather than me doing it in my head. So we have 64 as our centimeters squared is our area of the square. Sorry, my writing is a bit funny when I'm trying to focus on this. Okay, so 64 centimeters squared. So we know 3/4 of 64 will give us the area of the circle inside. Okay, so 64 divided by 4 gives us 124, 16. So 16 centimeters, and then to find 3/4 we multiply by 3. 3 sixes are 18. 1 to 3 and 1 is 4. 48 centimeters squared is the area of the circle. All right. So bearing that in mind, you then look at this. We know it's a square, so we know 6 centimeters is the width and 6 centimeters is the length. Same with here. 5 centimeters is the radius. The whole diameter is 10 centimeters. So 10 by 10. And then here is 23 this way and then 23 that way. So you have to calculate the area of each square and then calculate the area of the circle within the square. Knowing what you know, that 3/4 of the square equals the circle area. Right, so that's kind of like your formula to work it out, okay? Now, down in question 3 here, find the approximate area of the circles that have diameters of 7 centimeters. So you can draw your diameters across, and then you know you could do your square. 7 sevens are 49 in that one. So that is your area of the square. And then to find the circle within that square, you say 3/4 of that number is the area of the circle. Same with this. 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters squared. That's the area of your square. Okay? So the area of your square is 2 centimeters, or is 4 centimeters squared. So 3/4 of that, you find 3/4 of 4, basically, which is 3/4 of it is 3. Okay? So find the approximate area of the circles with the radii of 4.5. So 4.5 is the radius, so you need to find the diameter. So you multiply that by 2, which is 9 centimeters. The radii is 10, so therefore the diameter is 20, and so on and so on. Give that a go, guys. Now down here, find the approximate areas of the largest circle that can be drawn inside squares of this size. Okay, so 25 centimeters is your length and your width. So that means your diameter is 25 centimeters. So you have to find the approximate area of the largest circle. So you draw the circle within and then you work it out as 2.4 of that. Okay, so give that a go, guys. See how you get on. It's a pity I can't be with you for this because, you know, for drawing these things, it can be really helpful to be all in the one class and trying it out. But anyway, give it a go, guys. Give it your best shot. Talk to you soon.